1 year ago, at the peak of the pandemic, UW alumnus and activist Andreia Shields offered a beautiful shout out to the class of spring 2020 and the rest of the Badger community. He reassured us all that the world would keep spinning and encouraged us all to still seize each day. The Tony Award-winning singer and actor has led by example through successes in Broadway musicals, such as Hadestown and The Full Monty, and a more recent fare, like the Netflix film John Mulaney and the Sack Lunch Bunch, and, of course, in Ratatouille the Musical, inspired by TikTok. After sharing this year of battling adversity, both in and out of the Zoom classroom, I could not be more excited to welcome on our video screens the spectacular and inspirational Andreia Shields.
Thank you, Chancellor Rebecca Blank and the senior class officers for this invitation to speak with the graduates and the class of 2021. This is a great pleasure for me. I begin with a holy word. Peace! This great country has adopted a motto. That motto is E pluribus unum. It is a Latin phrase, which when translated means out of many, one. It does not mean out of many the same, nor does it mean out of many some are superior to others. What it does mean is of the numerous choices we make to express our humanity, there is one eternal spirit. And class of 2021, this is your opportunity to embrace, embody, and use that singular, eternal spirit. Why is today different than any other day? Because you are about to use the many years that you have prepared to go out into the world and find employment. But not just any employment. Here is my charge to you. Don't look for just a job. Look for that horizon that if you do not discover it, it will forever remain a secret. Look for that treasure that if you do not uncover it, it will forever remain just X marks the spot. Look for that mystery that if you don't unravel it, it will forever remain a mystery. This is what I charge you with. Understanding that there is no one like you. There has never been anyone like you. And there shall never be anyone like you. Therefore, know yourself. Be yourself. Authenticity is everything. You are fortunate to be at one of the most rare and therefore unique intersections, that of evolution and history. Not many of us experience this because more often than not, history is ahead of evolution or evolution is ahead of history. But right now, they are looking at each other eyeball to eyeball as if it were a clash of the titans. This is your opportunity not only to make use of your privilege, but to look on the other side of that coin and make use of your responsibility. Because that intersection, this cross in the roads, is about the zeitgeist changing. It's about the paradigm transitioning. You know that phrase, the sky is the limit. And that means that there are no obstacles to your achieving your personal success. You also know the converse, that the sky is falling, which means that your opportunities are diminishing. Now, what if I suggest to you that the sky is indeed falling? Does it mean it's the end of the world? No. The sky is falling, and it's falling into your hands. Now, what does that mean? It means that you have to make use of your limitless imagination and allow this old world that's yearning to die, let it die. Use your imagination in helping this new world that's eager to be born to come to life. I would like to leave you with this thought. There are many things we all know, but we don't take them out and look at them very often. We all know that something is eternal, and it's not names, and it's not houses, and it's not earth, and it's not even the stars. Everybody knows in their bones that something is eternal, and that something has to do with human beings. All the greatest people who ever lived have been telling us that for 5,000 years, but you'd be surprised how we're always losing hold of it. Way down deep, there is something eternal about every human being. And this is your opportunity, class of 2021, to use that eternal spirit to make a difference. I would be remiss if I didn't mention two other items: the pandemic and George Floyd. This is not to bring you down. This is to alert you to what this stillness, to what this moratorium means. It's problematic. It's difficult. But when you are faced with a complication, don't avoid it. If you do, you give it perspective, and it grows as if it were insurmountable on the horizon that you are looking to discover. Better that you approach it Yeah, approach the complication, approach the difficulty, approach the problem, and what you will discover is that the closer you get, it becomes porous. And before you know it, you're on the other side of the problem. In essence, what that means is every problem disguises a blessing. This is your opportunity not to act in panic, not to react in fear, not to be stressed out, not to be depressed, not to be frustrated, but to do what we know is correct in this moment. More often than not, we say, Carpe Diem, seize the day. I consulted an Italian friend of mine because I wanted to adjust that to fit you, the graduating class of 2021. So here's the new version. Carpe Donum. That means seize the gift. The gift of your imagination to recognize that your destiny will rise up from the road that you are traveling to meet you. Why? Because you are the champion, my friend, and you'll keep on fighting to the end. You are the champions. You are the champions. No time for losers, 'cause you are the champion of the